We caught up with Andrew Zimmern, host of Bizarre Foods, at a CASCAL soda tasting event where he gave us the inside scoop on eating fermented fish and rodents.
One man's weird is another man's wonderful.
And told us where the most adventurous eaters tend to dine. Here's a hint, it's closer than you think. Tell me where you think the most adventurous eaters are and why?
Probably in Northern California. I'm being really serious. There's a heritage there of experimentation. It's no wonder that the counterculture was birthed there. In the northwestern corner of our country, there seems to be a spirit of adventure as well as an acceptance of being willing to be experimented at. In other words, in New York, if you go out to a restaurant, you have a dud meal, you don't go back to that restaurant. However, I think in San Francisco, the customers are so patient. They are more accepting of the risk that's being taken. The Spaniards and the Chinese are probably the two countries that are most patient in the same way and love the experimentation that goes on with food.
As the host of Bizarre Foods, you've been known for eating some crazy combinations like brain tacos and testicles. Can you tell me the strangest food combination you've eaten?
It's a great question. I love the word combination. Probably the fresh blood and 2-week-old soured milk that the Maasai eat in Tanzania. It's their energy bar for breakfast. They'll follow it up with some millet porridge. The net effect is very, very healthy, but boy, is it really, that's a hard one. That's a really difficult one to throw down.
You've been all over the world, from Tanzania to Brazil. Have you ever gotten really sick from one of your culinary adventures?
Culinary adventures related to my work life? No. My personal life? Yes. But it's always been shellfish, in New England. I mean, I have that one muscle that as it's going down, I know it's not right. And I eat it anyway because I love shellfish, especially mussels. So, yeah, and then you spend a night around the commode. That's only happened a handful of times in the last decade.
Can you offer advice when it comes to picky or non-adventurous eaters to expand their palate?
Get over it. I always like to remind people that 10 million Thai grandmothers can't be wrong about, fermented fish and pork. I mean, everyone around the world eats all kinds of adventurous, crazy foods. One man's weird is another man's wonderful. And the problem in our country is that we've been acculturated psychologically to be predisposed to not want to eat certain things. Tiny little baby birds or rodents. I wouldn't eat rodents in my backyard, but when I'm overseas and the protein source is a clean one, mice that come from a rice field, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You just have to get over your psychological fear.
See you next time on Yum Sugar TV.